Hey guys, this is Snowy from SnowyMods.com. Just wanted to show you guys my modded controller real quick. Um, as you can see, there's two buttons on the front. This one's actually a switch, toggle switch. This is a push button. The push button used to light these two, well, these four up, but I don't know. Just one day it stopped working, and I haven't taken the controller apart to figure out what's what in there. I'm guessing a solder probably got broken because that actually took um, I believe 8 solder points, so I'm guessing just one point got broken in there somewhere. I really wouldn't be surprised if this controller just caught on fire someday when I'm playing. This switch, however, uh, this is, okay, it's all backwards for me. This is the trigger, and I actually have Call of Duty in right now, so that's shooting my gun when I click it. And when that's on, every time this button is pressed, well, not really just that button, whenever the controller vibrates. So I'll use a whole clip. And as you can see, it blinks again. That's when the reload happens, because it has a slight little vibrate for that. And then we will click Y to switch to my pistol, and I'll actually leave this on so you guys can see. This is rapid fire, and I'm going to show you guys from the front. As you can see, I'm not clicking my trigger. I'm using my rapid fire with a pistol. I believe this is USP, but I don't remember. So that it just, I don't know. I mean, if the light is enough to stay on, you obviously know that it's pretty fast because it's just constant vibration, so that always stays on. I don't play with this on because it drains the battery way fast, and so do these. So I don't know. I'm not really disappointed these aren't working. It looks cool, but uh, it just wasn't really needed. So the total cost here, now I know a lot of you guys spend like $60 to $100 on modded controllers, and that's just for rapid fire. Um, the total cost, the this was the most expensive to get these to light up, and I kind of wish I could show you guys, but at the same time, it's like I really don't care. Um, the LEDs were, I believe, $1 per two, if I remember correctly. So that's $4 for that, and for the button, that was $1.99, I believe, or maybe 99 cents. But this whole setup right here was definitely not over like $6. As for this, of course, that's one LED in the center and just a little switch. And the switch I actually already had, but I'm sure those aren't probably that much. So that cost me $1, $2 max. Now the rapid fire, the thing that you guys spend so much money on. Here's what's really funny. This button right here, like I said, it's the same as this one. This one's red though. $1, $2 at most, and the wires I actually already had, which one wraps around here and goes up to the main LED up here. This controller is actually on, and as you can see, there is no controller light. And the reason why is because when I was soldering the wire to the first controller slot, which is what you're supposed to do for a modded controller, I put too much solder on and it shadowed the LED. I have actually had this controller for, I believe, 5 years now, maybe. I don't really actually know, but so I wasn't really too worried about it. It's an old controller. I think you can see this right here. That's like I don't know. There's a bunch of scratches and shit over here. Uh, But yeah, that was when I was kind of newbie or scrubby at soldering, so I broke that. It does have uh, the second, third, and fourth, however, LEDs are working, so when you turn it on, those light up, but the first one doesn't. It's kind of stupid, but whatever. Uh, I'm not really too worried about it though. But yeah, this controller itself came with my Xbox, so I don't really consider it a cost itself. However, if you did go out and buy a new controller to mod it yourself, I believe they're like $30. and you could have, you know, all these LEDs, switches, and rapid fire for about 35 to 40 bucks at the finish, and of course it's fun to do by yourself. I mean, I had fun modding a controller. It's definitely fun for me, but I'm more of a hands-on person, so I don't know. If you're just really lazy though and want modded controller, then I guess you should buy one, but if not, then do it that way. The whole point of this video, I was actually just going to take a picture of the front and the back of my controller, but the whole point of actually doing this in the first place was for a thread that Schnipdip, I think is how you say your name, just posted, and that is building a, I guess he's talking about on the back, a lag switch like straight into the controller. Now, I used to have one that had that, and it was, the button was down here. I had rapid fire on this side as well, but it was down here, and it was one of these switches, and it was just right here, and it was kind of comfortable because you could just slide your fingers up and down and it would just toggle it. And the sides here though, the chip comes all the way to the edge, all the way around. So to actually do the Ethernet, you have to put it out like right here. It's like pretty much the only place that you can manage to fit the Ethernet cable out. Now, my first attempt, I actually spliced open the Ethernet cable and had the wires loose, and then I just had the tubing start like outside of the controller, but after just a few days of using the controller, I noticed that the wire started coming really loose. You have to leave that outside coating on. And also, once it's inside of the controller, you would drill a hole just big enough for it to fit through, and once on the inside of the controller, you'd want to tie a knot, like, inside, so that if it's yanked on, I'm using, like, Handsome, I don't even know, I'm trying to, like, explain it the best I can, but, so if the cable's, like, yanked on, it can't pull the fucking solder out, basically, because with wired controllers, and especially if you're a kid that gets really mad when you're playing your game and you fucking throw your controller across the room, you're going to mess it up in one go, and it really sucks taking the controller apart again. Another thing, I guess while we're at it, these screws in here, I don't remember what they actually are used, I don't remember what kind of bit it is, but I didn't feel like going out and buying one. So if you look in there though, you will find a little pin on the screw, which I doubt you'll be able to see in there. No, you can't. Okay. There's a little pin on the screw though, and you can just break the pin off and then use a knife to twist the screw out. And to get it back in, just do the same. Just use a knife to twist it back together, and that works. That's how I took mine apart. I know it's really ghetto, and it does take a little bit longer, but it's cheaper. I was trying to go for the cheapest route because I didn't have very much money when I was making this controller, and I was not about to go and spend like $100 on a controller. And no offense to you guys that do, it's so stupid to spend that much money on a controller. It doesn't even make you play better. But yeah, that is my Xbox controller, and I'll see you guys later.